In this video, we're going to show how to animate a ping format graphic. Starting in 3.1.0.6, WebLink is able to display PNG images in addition to JPEGs, GIFs, and bitmaps that it was able to display before. This release also, incidentally, gives you the option to show graphs as images so that you can remove the ActiveX dependency that used to exist with graphing. That's not what we'll demo here, but just mentioning that because that allows you to open WebLink sites in Firefox or Chrome or alternate browsers. So if you've upgraded to 3.1.06, that's the first prerequisite for seeing PNG format images, you can download this sample animation web screen, and we'll put that in our program files ASI WebLink system.3 folder. And once that's in place, if we start WebLink, it should read that screen as it has here. We'll go ahead and sign in. And let's take a look at that screen. Not much to see initially. The valuable part are these functions that we've included on the Local Functions and Variables tab. Animate PNG and Animate. We're not going to explain too much what they do, but rather how to use them. So in this case, we've created a var called Tower Anim, short for Cooling Tower Animation. And the page has gone ahead and instantiated or created an instance of the Tower Animation object. Let's create the other parts it needs to do the animation. So we'll start by picking 3_1. That's our base cooling tower with the fan in a static position. We'll go ahead and grab everything to the left of the numbered part of the name, the _0, _1, and _2. So we copy that whole string because we'll need it here in a moment. Move the image to where we can see it. And if we go back to our local functions and variables, this is the place we need that string we copied. You can see I'd already done that before. Other things that are important to confirm: we are using image 0 as our container to hold this animation. There are 3 frames total. We saw _0, _1, and _2, and we want a delay of 100 milliseconds between each frame. So that's how we would create the animation. We've used buttons here just for convenience, and what each button does is take that tower animation object, Tower Anim, and here we do a start. It's one of the methods on that object that the animation class provides. This does a stop on the object, and this does a reverse. So let's see those in action. I'm going to go ahead and save it first, just because I always like to do that. And we'll start up our page. And if we hit the start button, we see the fan spinning. We hit reverse, it goes the opposite direction, and we hit stop. It stops. That's the very basics. Let's do a little more sophisticated now, though, and change the speed at which the fan is rotating. So what we'll use is a tag on the screen to hold the value of our rotation, or of our delay rather, for the rotation. I happen to have set that up in a util object in A05, and it happens to be instance 2 at device address 8005 for me. In the onUpdate event, what we're going to do, very important to sequence here, is we're first going to stop the animation. Then we're going to say the delay is now the value of this tag, and then we're going to start it. Obviously, in the real world, you might want to check that it's running before you stop it and start it again, because you don't want to start it when it's not running. But just for simplicity, we'll go ahead and do that. So if we now, again, take a look at our onUpdate event, it's going to stop the fan, change the delay, and restart it. And let's go ahead and start this. We can look in Expert, see that A05 is 100, and we had preceded that. And one side effect of having that onUpdate event in the tag is it starts when the page starts. Now we don't have to hit the start button, so something to be cognizant of. We can stop it, we can start it just like before, and we can reverse it if we want to, just like before. The interesting part that's different now is we could write, let's say, 1000 to that, and what we'll see is the fan clunks along very slowly. Conversely, if we write a value like 25 in there, we can see the fan going crazy. So, quick demo of how to set up the animation, simple animation, and then how to change the speed of the animation. And what we might do in closing is perhaps set the visibility of this tag to hide and just use it, in an invisible mode. So now we would actually have to write the value from, well, let's do 150, and what we should see is it slows down. And if we bring up expert again and go back to a little faster value, say 75, we should see it's back to what would be a more normal speed. So that ends the demo, and feel free to contact support@asicontrols.com if you have any follow-up questions on how to do the animations.